What's going on, guys? Good to see you again back here on the B channel. You're probably wondering where the hell I'm at and why there's all these Texas flags and come and take it flags behind me. And that's because today we took a trip out to Gonzales, Texas. Now, if you know your Texas history, you probably know exactly what happened here and why it's relevant to all the flags in the background. For those of you who are not from the US, or for those of you who need to be learned, this is referring to the Battle of Gonzales, Texas. This is where the famous come and take it line comes from, because back in 1835, the people of Gonzales were given an ultimatum where basically they were trying to have their, for lack of a better word, self-defense cannon taken from the citizens, and their reply was calling back to the Battle of Thermopylae, come and take it. Come and get them, come and take it, however that translates. Which of course became a big rallying cry in the state of Texas and pretty much in every gun control argument ever since, which is awesome. That's why you got all the come and take it flags. That's why people say, you know, come take it. You want my guns, come and take them. But we're here at Gonzales, Texas at the Gonzales Memorial Museum because they actually have the real cannon from the Battle of Gonzales. So we're gonna check that out today. We're gonna check out the museum. First, we're gonna give a quick shout out to our sponsor that makes trips like this possible, which we greatly appreciate. And then we're gonna get to it because I think they got some cool guns and they've got the cannon. How can I be a Texas resident and not see the cannon?
But before we get into that, it's time to thank today's sponsor, who of course makes all this stuff possible. That sponsor, of course, is Manscaped.com. Now, if you're a subscriber to the channel, I know you've heard about Manscaped before, but they've just released their Lawnmower 4.0. It is a waterproof electric trimmer that you now get when you purchase the Performance Package 4.0 bundle. It's an all-in-one kit that includes anything that you need for your personal grooming regimen. The Lawnmower 4.0 also has these replaceable ceramic blades with skin-safe technology. It means they can keep you looking good in the bedroom and not in the ER. The kit also comes with anti-chafing ball deodorant and crop reviver. You and I both know there's quite a few of you out here who need this desperately. The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, truly making it a full performance package. Giggity. And for a limited time, you get not one but two free gifts, including this cool travel bag and a set of anti-chafing boxer briefs. So what are you waiting for? Go down to the links in the description and in the pinned comment. You can get free international shipping, 20% off, and the two free gifts, and all you have to do is use the code. Yep, just use the code Herrera20 at checkout. All this could be yours. Your balls and body will thank you.
What's cool is outside they also have a memorial here that's built to the men of Gonzales who, after that whole incident, went to the Alamo and actually died protecting the Alamo. So this is kind of cool. That art style is definitely not something you see very often anymore. This is in the, I guess, the 100-year anniversary of the Alamo. It's 1936. It's very, that was definitely some pre-Soviet art style there, as you see, like that. That's probably what a lot of our art and statues would have looked like had they not been synonymous with Soviet propaganda in the mid-40s. I personally think it's pretty cool. I hate that we had to lose it. That's some Giga Chad shit. That's rad. It's a mastodon tusk and a mammoth tooth that were found apparently by the Boy Scouts. That's rad. Can you imagine being in the Boy Scouts on a camp out and finding a mastodon tusk? Back when I was in the Boy Scouts, they just taught us how to tie knots and get molested. So this is not the actual cannon. This right here is just a replica. The actual cannon's on the other side, but we can get a lot closer to this one. As you can see, that it's not a big cannon by any means. This is kind of a small piece compared to what you're probably thinking of. Like probably you're thinking like a Civil War field cannon or something. But no, this cannon wasn't very big at all. I mean, very rudimentary construction of the chassis or the carriage, I think is what it's referred to as. But apparently, it was dangerous enough that they didn't want the citizens of Gonzales to have it. So when you're told that you don't need that piece of armament, that's when you need it the most. So this is it. That is the actual come and take it cannon. As you can see, actually the replica was much bigger as far as like the bore. This is a very, very small cannon comparatively. But it's really cool because you can definitely see, especially from the side, the outline where you get the flag from. It's very clear. Now, the wheelbase here is a replica, I've been told. This right here is the actual cannon from the Battle of Gonzales, which is really cool. Now it says there that this was originally given to them by Mexico as like a scare tactic. It was spiked, so it really only, instead of firing live rounds, it was mostly meant to like just fire to scare off, I guess, Native American raiders or whatever they were afraid of. But when Mexico was, you know, invading through Texas, they said, oh well, we want that back now, which is when the colonists reactivated the cannon. They unspiked it and said, yeah, you can come and take it. So really, really cool story. It's honestly crazy to get that close to a piece of real history like that. This is really neat. This is actually a pretty neat little museum because not only do they have the come and take it cannon, but they've got a bunch of stuff through you know, Gonzales throughout the years, including some war stuff, which is pretty cool. So they've got all sorts of old muskets. That's a double barrel shotgun there. They've got actually some machine guns up there, some machine guns from World War I, it looks like, and some old bolt guns. So we're going to take a look at some of that too. I think that's pretty neat. The old 18 of Gonzales. These 18 men constituted the Texians' only line of defense in this hour of destiny. I assume you can read. I'm not going to just read this off to you, but it's kind of cool that the 18 guys delayed 150 Mexican troops for 2 days. And this is, of course, the birthplace of the rallying cry, come and take it, which pretty fucking badass. All right, so we had one more stop here for our little Gonzales day trip. And that is this marker, these two markers here, which mark the spot where the actual exchange happened. So on this site, the Mexican government troops demanded the return of the Gonzales cannon after 2 days delay. Awaiting recruits, the colonists answered, come and take it. So this is the spot where that happened. Really just kind of a field now next to a highway, but it's kind of cool. Texas takes a lot of pride in stuff like this, so you know, it's cool that they've marked the spot. There's a nice little museum there that's upkept with the actual cannons. Really nice for a small town. So it's been really cool. It's been a really cool trip. I'm glad I came out. Now I could say I've seen the cannon. I've been there. I've seen it. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as well. I know this is definitely a big departure from normal content, but I'm personally kind of a history nerd anyway, so I think this shit is really neat. Hopefully you guys did too. And I guess that's all we've got for you this time around. Make sure you're subscribed here to the B channel. We'll do more stuff like this in the future. Probably. I don't know. I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks.